Hello there. We are back for episode 4. And let me put as always, I like to have it in the corner just as a refresher. I mean, we're going to go over it as we do, as long as I remember, because maybe I'll forget at some point. But the squad that we've got going on right now is Magby, or, Boom, the Magby, with Flame Body, Lax Nature, Facade, Ember, Hidden Power, and Smog. Then we have Ali, our Totodile, and our starter, holding the Mystic Water, Serious Nature, with Torrent and Water Pulse, Facade, Bite, and Rock Tomb. Is it? Yeah. I was like, I couldn't remember what base power for a second. Just wanted to order moves in case I forgot to do it at a separate time. We have Tuscan, the Burmy, with the Quick Claw since it is slow, Impish Nature, Battle Armor, and then the 4 moves Bug Bite, Hidden Power, Tackle, Protect. It doesn't get anything else before it evolves, so this will be the moveset as long as it is a Burmy. Then we have Street Rat, our Alolan Rattata, holding the Silk Scarf, Lax Nature with Guts, and Facade, Bite, Quick Attack, and Tail Whip. Then we have Pinscher, which I will have to move those moves in order, but Scope Lens, just because, even though it's not Sniper, it is Battle Armor. Gentle Nature with Pin Missile, Facade, Knockoff, and Rock Tomb. And then we have Sidley, the Latios, holding the Expert Belt, Relax Nature with Levitate, and has Water Pulse, Hidden Power Ice, Facade, and Dragon Dance. So, a squad looking not too bad if I say so myself. We're level-wise, it looked like we were, levels 11 through 14. So we are in Jubilife. We got our encounters and backtracked once we got our Old Rod. So the only, and then we started, whoops, I went too far. And then we, last episode, finished off by doing the fights here. So we can walk through here, because we did all these fights last episode. But that should mean that we are in for at least a couple encounters in this episode. Will we be able to do the gym? That I'm not so sure about. I'm gonna probably think probably not, but oh, that was quite the extreme rolls there. So, maybe we will, maybe we won't. But the way I decide how episodes ends is just more so the episode flow. So that in case you're wondering, I would prefer them to be somewhere in the 45 minutes to an hour, but the flow of it matters more to me than like the actual time. Oh yeah, I forgot. They put HMs in the Poketch now instead, and they're just like regular TMs, right? Yeah. So, do I need fighting coverage on anything? Probably. Especially with what's upcoming, for sure. At least with the gym upcoming, I definitely think I do. I'm not seeing myself clicking a ton of status moves here, especially the ones that lower stats on the opposing Pokemon. So, I mean, for now, I think I will just... I think Smog is just so bad that I see no use for it. And I'm always willing to make these changes because we can just always change our mind. As for you, so Facade is stronger than Knockoff and Rock Tomb, but I think I like the coverage better. So, obviously, Boom and Pincher probably won't be useful in the gym, but it's just overall coverage anyway. So, no harm there. It looks like we're getting our in-game counter. Is this a new location? I guess I didn't look at that. I messed up in that regard. Is that this is a different location, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Like I've messed up in the past, right? Like the what's it called? The desert in Hoenn. I'll be real. I never knew that was just like what's it called? It's its own, or it's not its own thing. It's just a continuation technically of like the route below and above. Which I was shocked. Like that makes no sense to me at all. As far as design. Like it definitely doesn't feel like it to me. So I'll double check, but I'm pretty confident that this is, I think this is Orberg Gate, if I recall correctly. Yeah, there you go. So this is our Orberg Gate. I mean, I guess we're getting a look at it. It is Steadfast and Lonely Nature and Male. We'll send it to the box, and then, since we're almost at Orberg, I'll push through here unless I go to the Jubilife Pokemon Center first. Like, then I'll go spin the wheel and trade out the Orberg Gate encounter, right? So. We have been getting, I feel like, pretty lucky with the amount of burns we've been inflicting. If this arena traps me and I die, I will be upset. Just gonna put that out there. I don't know that it will, but that does not change that I will be upset. I'll just go Sidley. Yeah. Because that is probably my most realistic fear that I have with Boom, is that it's just gonna get like arena trapped at some point in a cave before it's Magmar. Because like I don't think Pursuit is probably gonna kill it. Like the more likely is that it's literally has to be like the Diglett line that'll do it. So Clear Smog is actually pretty good. I mean, I guess again, I think it's the same argument as Facade. While it is more powerful, it's just not coverage. Like normal type coverage doesn't help. Oh, okay. Well, do I need flying? I mean, what does flying hit that fire isn't already hitting? I guess is kind of the thought, like fighting types, I guess. But I think flying for right now, I'm not prioritizing it. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but I'm down to do that. And also, that's now two different moves that. That's my controller. It is connected still, as you can see. I'm still going, but that's two different moves that now hit if we ever run into like minimize or any double team evasion stuff. Because both Clear Smog and Clear Smog is really good for it, but if it's like a steel type or something, then Feint Attack still hits as well. So it's neat that we have both. That's a strong ass move to have this early. I do know Whismer is not the strongest mon, so it's probably fine, but that is so powerful. Which we do have to switch. And I think because it's such a threat of a move, not the Pokemon necessarily, I think I will go to Sidley. My tankiest. Like that's still, I feel like that's quite a lot of damage, so. I wouldn't expect, you know, the basic mons to be threatening Sidley at this point in the game ever, so I feel like that was quite a lot of damage compared to most things we would face at this time. I do hate in this game that they have like idle animations that just kind of go off whenever, and then you could like pick a move and it's still doing it's finishing its idle animation. Like I don't think that's ever been a thing in other games. So it's just like a weird quirk for this game. Alright, we have made it to Orberg. Alright, very nice of you to say that we're noobs, we need help. But you're sending us to the right place, right? So, okay, I don't need to talk to you yet. The first thing I want to do. Also, what is this kid running back and forth so fast about? Yeah, what I care about is that we are gonna heal first and foremost, because that's what you do. Also, why do the balls not show up on the thing, like the machine? But whatever, I'm getting distracted. We do have something important to do. Which, oh yeah, by the way, Tuscan, right, we fought in the cave, so back to the sand cloak. But we're here to find out what this Riolu, which, as a reminder, is Lonely Nature. Here, I'll take this down real quick. Lonely Nature with Steadfast. So let's spin that wheel. Beldum. Very, very strong. Once it evolves, of course. As a Beldum, not so much, but obviously, yeah, a potential future Metagross, amazing. Never would ever complain about that in any situation. So I will be right back. And we have returned with the Matrix Beldum. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory what it would be named after. Lonely Nature with Rockhead, actually. And Iron Defense, Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, and Takedown. The only other level 1 move it gets is Tackle. Which, in case you're wondering, if you just, yeah, you're like, wait, why does Beldum have all these moves? And not just like Tackle or Takedown. Yeah, in like vanilla BDSP, it does only get Tackle. But in this, they gave it all the moves for whatever reason, and then also gave it Rockhead. So really neat. That's the ability 1. The ability 2 is still Clear Body. That it like normally gets, and like hidden is light. Is it light metal? So yeah. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the old guy in each of these is always the person who only wants to talk about the badges. So is this like a fight? Again, I feel like it's too soon for that, so I'm guessing not. Okay, he's just there to make sure that you don't go in the gym. That's fair. Ponyta for Spheal. Okay, I'm gonna be real. If I had a Ponyta, I would never trade it for Spheal. That shit is not a good trade. I know that might surprise somebody since it's a water type, but I've been on the record, so not all water types are created equal. However, on the majority, they are much better than other typings mons as far as like individual quality, with maybe the exception of like dragons. They're generally just high base powered, so they're overall quite strong, and they get a bunch of coverage naturally. So like dragons might be like the strongest if you include all of the Pokemon, but there's also way less dragons as compared to water type has the most, right? And yet they're still insanely good. Ooh, a Dusk Ball. Very kind. Yeah, I agree. Giving nicknames is very good. What do you mean you don't understand the logic? It's literally, you just explained the logic. That the Psyduck's yellow. He named it yellow. Come on. I assume this is a shiny. Okay, so one thing I can do, I don't know if there's any other gift Pokemon. Oh, I guess fossils, shit. So, yeah, I don't know if the mining museum counts as different, right? Like unless the literal mining museum has its own like code as like its own place. So I'm gonna guess that most likely it doesn't. But maybe I'll check it out when we get there, right? Like if I get a fossil, I'll cash it in and then see what it says, and then I can decide what to do. So yeah, they're blocking. Obviously we can't. Oh yeah, because they gave us the bike already, so they have to make sure that we can't do that. So that's funny. But yeah, so what we can do here is we can get this route 207. I'm just gonna pull up the map. 207. We can do the Orberg Mine. I don't. It doesn't really show. I guess it doesn't really show here, but yeah. And then also get the. I believe it's a gift starter in the Pokemon Center. But first, let's let's do 207, which is another one that's a connecting one that I do always know about, or at least have known in the past about, I guess is a better way to phrase it. Now, I've been catching everything on first try, disregarding, it potentially being a threat to the mon that is in, but I will not be doing that this time. Like, if it has a rock move, I would rather not get destroyed by it. And if this is the first mon that doesn't just get caught on a first ball, that would not shock me. So, I'm preparing just in case, yeah. The defense harshly falling is, I would say, notable, but I don't think I'm scared enough to warrant switching out currently, but I don't know what moves it has, so because I'm now minus, what, 4? I'm at least, and I just don't know what move it has, because maybe it has Bite for all I know. I think I will switch out this time around, but I'm just thinking of what move I can go for, like Rock Tomb, probably, on Ali. Like, I'm just trying to think of the weakest moves I can go for with the Mons that... Yeah, okay, there's the rock move. That was a crit, so... It's not the most threatening thing in the world to Ollie. So it has both Rock Throw and Rock Tomb. So we know the full moveset. It was close, indeed. It was close indeed. I don't think it's worth throwing the... it's not nighttime right now as I'm recording, so... Dusk Ball is not really going to be useful right now. Which, that is a rarity. Normally all the recording's done at night, but... Had some time to do it right now, so... Glad that we were able to get our Route 207. Send it to the box. So then we can go back heal. We can get our starter here. This I do not know. Are they? They look like they could be. I have no idea. I'll say yes, just cause. Okay, yeah, I didn't think they were, but you know, I wasn't obviously sure, so unfortunate. I should have stuck with my guts, but I was not convinced one way or the other, really. So. So it should just be facing the three Pokemon that we get to choose out of. That's a cool animation that just does a flip. I think we can... I'm down to go with Boom. That is one fast Torchic. Oh, I can... That's funny. I don't think this matters, but... It's funny enough for me to get rid of its speed boost just for it to boost again. So I'll go for an actual stronger move. Oh, this did matter. Wait a minute. I should have been clear smogging then. Because I didn't realize I'd be faster if it's only +1. it must be faster than me to have wanted to go in with this, but I was always intent on switching Boom out anyway. Like, these fights are not meant to be difficult, so... And obviously, since we have Sidley that resists all the stabs, then it never really can be a big threat to us ever. That was a crit, right? Yeah. Ah! that Mudkip had some trouble traveling over to this region. Seemed to get a little mangled in the transportation process. I guess strategically I was supposed to take, Torchic to give the charcoal. But, on principle, I can't do that. So I will... I don't mind having infinite, Mystic Waters. That, once again, the controller, but as you see, it's working fine. I'm debating whether to... You know, I'll go get the last encounter, and then I'll do all three at once. I don't like having bugs in the front when it's a cave, but... You know, I want to get them experience, so... The Orberg Mine... That is in fact a Geodude, so we will switch out. Think we go... Yeah, I think we just do Ali, just to be safe. Like either Ali or Sidley. But hopefully this is just easy enough to catch that we don't have to worry about that. Perfect. Alright. It is now time to spin the wheel a few times. After healing, of course. Oh, I just realized I did forget to put this up, although I'm gonna have to do it again after I do this, but, you know. Whenever I remember, I will. Alright, so first up is our Route 207 Bold Guts Larvitar. So let's get that wheel and give it a nice spin. That is a Galarian Meowth. Alright. Let me just make sure since I'm doing multiple at once, I will make sure I write it down so that I don't forget. Then, next up, I will move the wheel out of the way. Is gonna be the Mudkip, the Lonely, which is our Orberg City, Gift, which is Torrent, which we, God, the controller, come on, which I believe we should know, or should be its ability to. I don't know what Guts is for Larvitar, but at least in this game, we've learned that Torrent seems to be the more common ability to than whatever other ability the starter gets. So we'll give it a nice spin. Why not? Why not? Why not, indeed. And then, last but not least, we have Geodude here, which is the Orberg Mine. It is sassy natured with sturdy. And let's see what the wheel says. This is just like the, just like earlier when I denied the Feraligatr, I will say, we already have a Beldum, I will try again. As much as I would like to just have a ready Metagross. Cherim, Overcast. So that's like the regular Cherim. I don't know in this game if they are like separate forms that stay, but they have like differences in their Pokedex in the, or like, the documentation basically. So I put both on the wheel. So either way, this is just basically like a normal Cherim. So I will be right back with the Galarian Meowth. Why not? And I guess I should be on the screen, so we'll be able to see all the slots, which, without the wheel, yeah, they'll see all three Pokemons here when I come back, which I was in the middle of it. Galarian Meowth, why not? And Cherim. And we have returned here with our Leaf Erikson, the Galarian Meowth, since this line is based off of like Norwegian forest cats, something like that. So that's why Berserker looks more like a Viking. With bold with tough claws, with fake out Metal Claw, Growl, and Scratch. Then we have why the why not. That's self-explanatory. It's Lonely Nature, Shadow Tag, and counter Mirror Coat, Splash, and Charm. And then we have Sunny D, the Cherim, for which on the front end it is buffed. It is now lost 15 attack, but gained 20 special attack, 5 Spadef, and gained 5 speed. So, and it's the same in the like, was it Sunshine form, which it is sassy with Flower Gift. So it's they are not separate forms in this game. Like I know some games have done it, and I pondered that before. But it has Leech Seed Growth, Weather Ball, and Flower Shield to round out things. So while I was doing that, I did get a message from Michael about how I missed the gift Eevee from our mom in episode 1, since that's the only one that's out as I'm recording this. And then I looked at all the. I don't know if did we come in here? I don't remember if we did, but the reason, yeah, I think we did, right? Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, well. Yeah, so I was gonna look around and make sure I fully explored Orberg because there is a gift Pokemon that we're not going to accept, but I still would like to find it. Which also with the Eevee, the same thing. We're not gonna accept the gift Eevee because it's in Twin Leaf, for which we have now since gotten a Twin Leaf encounter, right? So there's no need. But yeah, so Steven is here. He gives you a gift Beldum. So we will say no. But just wanted to show it. And then supposedly also that we can get, Michael also said that we could get, if it is like Renegade Platinum, we can also get the other starters for Sinnoh in Sand Gem by interacting with the briefcase. Which I looked into that being true. It is, so we don't have a Sand Gem encounter, so we probably will go get that. Which I'm just deciding whether I want to do that right now or wait. Which I guess it's probably better to do now rather than later. But since I saw these items, I felt like just grabbing them real quick. So I mean, for that, we might as well show the interaction with Mom getting the Eevee, or to then say no, right? But yeah, because we talked to everybody else here, so we'll make our way back just to show those off. Since I skipped over the text that told us about the Eevee at least. And then I'm still pretty sure that the Shroomish up in the top right is Mew, but I don't think we have Oranberries currently, so it doesn't really matter. So we're back in Sand Gem. Where is the briefcase? The fuck? Oh, it's just like over here. Alright. So does it give us both automatically? I think it probably does, right? Or no, only gives one at a time? I'll check our PC, because if it just gives us one at a time, then we'll just take whichever one it gives us first. If I was gonna get the choice, I would have chosen Chimchar as the second option. Yeah, so there we go. So we got our Turtwig. We won't spin it yet because I wanna just close the loop on this first. So we'll see if it lets me say no, but I'll just release the Eevee if I need to. So, but I'd like to just acknowledge these, right? Like, so in theory, I assume I could have gotten the gift Eevee before getting the Twin Leaf encounter, but you know, I skipped over the text, so it is what it is. Okay. So I just have to talk to Eevee, I'm assuming. Alright, yeah. So we're acknowledged, but we're saying no because we already have a Twin Leaf encounter. then, fuck it. I was thinking about putting the infinite repel, but I don't think I care. I'll take the free experience. I don't mind. Since it should be easier to kill stuff. But, you know, since we're passing by a Pokemon Center, we might as well heal. I would like to see Growlithe do something different than Roar, preferably, as that fight was annoying. But in this case, I guess it's fine, since it's not trying to attack me. That's just barely not to a kill. How sad. Unless. Very nice. Okay, well, we crit. There we go. Still might not have been to a kill. And I mean, since we're passing by a Pokemon Center, we might as well heal. It's only logical. Maybe they skipped the the animation in this what's it called in like this. I feel like the vanilla probably had it. Like BDSP, I would assume would have had it, the animation for it. I don't know. I could be just thinking it's just it's missing something here, right? But I guess I could say the same thing for like Sword and Shield had so many things where it was like, oh, if this just had what's it called voice acting, it would have made way more sense. Like the one that sticks out in my mind is always Piers. Like he's literally doing a concert at his gym, right? And then it's just the noise is awkward instead. It's just it feels like it's missing something the whole way. So maybe I'm just doing that in my mind. Which for the sake, I guess I never explored up here. I don't know that there is anything up here, but just in case, I guess I might as well. Oh, I don't. Do I really want to do this? Not right now. I do not. If I do that though, I will have to infinite repel if I'm doing like the bike stuff. Because I'm not doing that with being able to run into Pokemon. Alright, we didn't... Oh no, we did. I mean, we're passing by Pokemon Center. We might as well heal. But I think it is time for us to... I never did the... Yeah. Alright, I was gonna forget, so... I was definitely forgetting. So thankfully I did remember. So we did pick up this Turtwig. It is our Sand Gem Town one. It is careful with Overgrow. So this should be ability 2 and not ability 1, I think. If my understanding of how they did things is correct. But either way, we're giving it a spin. Rapidash. So not quite the Ponyta that was being asked for earlier, but Rapidash, I do enjoy myself a good Rapidash, so I will be right back. And we have returned here with Pegasus the Rapidash, which is Careful Nature Flame Body. I think I flip-flopped what I said with the Overgrow is ability 1 for the Sinnoh starters, but it would be like ability 2 for the non-Sinnoh starters, so I think I messed it up earlier. Also, a Smart Strike, Drill Run, Mega Horn Tackle. It also gets Poison Jab at level 1 as well, so all of those are accessible immediately. Yeah. I know, hidden ability they gave this Reckless. That was an interesting one. And I forgot to mention with why not, I already forgot which stats it is, but I guess I can look right now. It has perfect attack, Spadef, and speed, because it was the gift that always is guaranteed the 3 perfect FEs. As for Pegasus, which by the way, I named Pegasus because Rapidash was the first shiny I ever got in when I played Silver as a child. And I named it Pegasus because it was blue flames, made it look more like Pegasus, the flying unicorn that, I guess it's not a unicorn, right? It's literally just a Pegasus. The companion for Hercules in the Disney animated movies, or movie. Yeah, so Pegasus here has perfect IVs in special attack, special defense, and defense. So there's that. But in any case, we still need to clear out the areas that we haven't gone to over here yet. Very kind. Alright, so sneaking our Pokemon to work. What a super normal probably thing that would be, since everyone tries to find ways to pass the time when they're at work. I'm gonna rock smash. What? That did like no damage. What the fuck? I don't think this is rock steel anymore. So it's like, is it steel dragon like some games have done? Is it just pure steel like to match the mega? Not sure, but in any case, I was always willing to switch out if need be, if it had a rock move. But surely it has to stay steel, by the way, if it's gonna lose one of rock or steel, is my assumption there. For this, I guess we can give Tuscan a shot. But if it shows a rock move, we're out. We'll switch. Alright. It did in fact show a rock move. Does Protect break this? So, right? So, in any case, we're just gonna go to Sidley. Yeah, that definitely was the reduced damage, so like to the first amount, basically. Acupressure is funny, but I will not be doing acupressure shenanigans unless I'm desperate. I don't know if it has quick attack, and if it like super mega crits me, it kills maybe. Is my assumption, so in that event, I want to go Street Rat because I it would, yeah, but like that feels, if it just for some reason goes for fighting move, that seems very unnecessarily risky. Where I can just go boom. We are gonna run back to the Pokemon Center real quick. But I figured if I ran into wild Pokemon, I can lead Street Rat. Oh, as Frisk. Interesting. I'll get that item when I come back. That's not bad. I think what that means is we swap this to you, and we give you said muscle band that we just acquired. I feel like the animation for Rock Smash is like Avatar: The Last Airbender, like an Earthbender just like bringing up a rock to like punch it. I think we're gonna, since I don't want to run back right now, I will actually use the heals that I don't think I've touched this entire time. Aerial Ace. That is interesting. I think actually for now, I guess I would say no to this, because we don't need it yet. But I think later on that is a move I will very much want to relearn. And we will once again use the healing that we have not been using up to this point. All of these don't really want to be the lead, I don't think. So I'm going to go Pincher in case it's a fighting type instead of a rock type for the next whoever I face. But realistically, these are all candidates to switch out immediately. Oh, Trapinch is in here, nice. Very rude. Alright, sure. Is there no other fights here? Oh yeah. I was like, it felt like there was one more. And it seems, I think I'm correct, but I guess we'll see in a couple seconds. I think for Geodude, we will just go Sidley and not worry about anything else. But we'll see. I might be faster, but I am minus speed. But yeah, it's like it shouldn't end up mattering. Yeah. I was hoping it would yell at itself, but so be it. I'll take the extra 10, or I guess it was 9 damage, I think, on that one. But, I mean, realistically, nothing here ever, I think, threatens me in a way that I'm ever worried about, right? Like, even if they have knockoff, I don't know that it would have killed. And if it did go for knockoff yet, I'm gonna assume it doesn't have it. I already got the item, right? I didn't check all the way up there. I don't know if I did. I should. I should have remembered if I did, but sometimes I just forget things. That is not what I like to see. I feel like Whismer's been the most powerful thing we've faced so far, just because it has Uproar. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's nothing else over there. So we can talk to Rourke, and he can show off Rock Smash, yeah. Boom. Oh. Do I have any stone evolutions yet? I don't think I do right now, right? So, I gotta rack my brain real quick, cause it's throwing if I just pick the water stone when I don't, or when I have one that I actually need. I don't think we do. So, with that in mind, I'm just taking the water stone. Alright, so does it let us go this way? Like, hop the ledge? Or is it only a top to down thing? Which I should probably put someone else on the front that would actually be willing to, like, fight with. Okay, yeah, that is just that way. Alright, well, they did give us an escape rope. So, I could do that. Do I really want to use it though? Yeah, I'm lazy. Let's just use it. I'm realistically, I don't use escape ropes normally, so might as well. But obviously, this is as good a time as any to say thank you for watching. You know, the gym will challenge that in the next episode. And hopefully I will see you there.